Hey guys, this is Melanie. So, this video is going to be about warnings. For all my little ghost adventurers, all of my little paranormal teens, if you're just starting out, I would encourage you to definitely research what you're going to do and definitely observe what other teams do. My friend and I, we started our own team, just the two of us, and we weren't too equipped to be doing that. I mean, we had tools that we needed, and honestly, I feel like I'm a little more sensitive to paranormal things or things like that. I'm just a little bit more sensitive to. Just a little side note. I had a full blown conversation with the spirit on the phone with her, one of the spirits that were in our house. I called her one day on my lunch just to chit chat, and a spirit came through. I told her, and I couldn't believe it. I was just like, "Can you be quiet for a minute?" And she's like, "What?" And I was just like, "Hey, is somebody on the line?" Because I heard whispering, and we talked for about 2 hours. It was pretty crazy, but that's neither here nor there. Warning about talking to spirits. So it's pretty awesome. You get really excited when you start talking to spirits and things like that. But I cannot stress enough, you don't know who you're talking to all the time. I definitely know we knew that there were spirits in our house. There was a female spirit. We asked who was there. They said, gosh, what were their names? Paul, Darla, and the girl that I talked to, the one I had the 2 hour conversation with on the phone, she wouldn't tell me her name, which I found weird. But who knows? Maybe she didn't know her name. This girl also had warnings about people. She warned about um, my friend's cousin getting in a car accident. She knew his name. She knew his friend's name. She said it would happen around Christmas time. She didn't necessarily say what year. Um, I don't know. She's very detailed in her warning. And I don't know. I'm getting goosebumps just telling you guys about that. But point being, a lot of the things that she said didn't really happen. Now, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But I'm just saying, they didn't happen. And I don't know if she was influenced by somebody because she sounded scared at one point on in the conversation. She said, "He's here, he's here," and I said, "Who's there?" And she's like, "He's here," and I was like, "Are you scared?" She said, "Yes." Um, so spirits can definitely be trapped places and be influenced by other entities that are there. Crystal, my friend, she definitely had um evil evil entity or evil entities in her house, but as well as human entities. Um, this is my warning. I'm sorry, I'm like living in the past right now and thinking about the things that happened. They will follow you. The guy Paul from our house, he followed me home. When I talked to the girl on the phone, I said, "Did you follow me?" She said, "No, Paul did." Okay. And honestly, that night when I came home, we live in Nevada. There's rarely a breeze in the summer. This was crazy. We did not have air conditioning in my house for a couple of days. It had broken. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, like we of course had windows and stuff open, but it wasn't windy. So, um, I remember laying in my bed just like wanting to die because it was so hot. My door blew open. Let me tell you also that my door, um, I installed my doorknob, so it's kind of like you have to turn it all the way and slam on it to close it. So it's not easy to open and close, and my door blew open. And I knew exactly what it was when it happened. I'm not, I'm phased by things, but I wasn't necessarily phased. I was just like, you need to get out of my house. And that's exactly what I told them. Um, so yeah, you need to be careful because you make yourself susceptible to those things. And I remember talking on the phone to different friends or whoever, and spirits tried to come through all the freaking time. All the freaking time. I would hear help or things like that, and I just wouldn't respond to it. Um, this has also pushed me to get closer to the Lord or whatever spiritual side that I have, because when I have called on God, I've gotten protected. Um, or he's gotten things away from me that I don't want near me. So, I mean, and I have my own spiritual battles. Like, when I'm severely depressed, I will totally renounce the Lord and say that like, I'm going through stuff right now where I'm just like, really, is there God? Like, because shit's fucked up. But when I come back to the things that used to happen to me, I'm just like, okay, there's something there. I don't know if it's a God or what, but there's somebody there who watches out for us. So yeah, EVP warning. You are opening up a door, and it's not necessarily that only good spirits are going to come through that door. Sometimes things that you don't want to come through are going to come through. You can't necessarily police spiritual trafficking. So this brings me to a story at our house, which this was the defining moment where I was just like, I'm not doing no EVPs no more. We're not talking to dead people no more. You can do that if you want, but I'm done. We were at our house, and I've had situations where I've gotten possessed. I've been possessed at our house twice. But this particular night, I had gotten possessed by the young girl Darla, we believe it was. And we were drinking. Also, think about why alcohol is called spirits, guys. You're very much so more susceptible to things happening to you if you're going to be communicating with the dead or whatever, if you're under the influence of alcohol. Always remember, they're also called spirits. So, and those are the only times I got possessed, when I was under the influence of alcohol, and I was heavily under the influence of alcohol. So, her boyfriend was super drunk that night, and he believes in this stuff because he heard a lot of things that we recorded, but before then he hadn't believed any of it, and he didn't like it. He didn't want us doing it. To the point that I think he actually told her, like, if you keep doing this, it's over. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying to bring back everything that happened that night. We did some EVPs, and one of the girls said, something's evil out there. Let me explain to you. We were in a bedroom of hers. She has like a den bedroom for us to hang out in. And then she has a living room, she has a living room. And then there's her bedroom, and then her dad's race car room. And this is all upstairs. So we had heard some stuff in the living room, things moving around or whatever. And we had also, at this point, we started looking up prayers because we wanted to be protected. I think we looked up the Saint Michael prayer. And we had prayed that night. So we prayed that night for St. Michael to come down and protect us because we didn't want anything bad happening to us. And we had also gone out that night and done EVP sessions. Like, we started going out and traveling a little bit. And we had done some EVP sessions, and we just felt like we needed to start protecting ourselves whenever we did this. And it was really funny that night because they just start getting louder and louder. How clear they are when you record them. We had went to a park where supposedly a boy had died there. I don't know exactly what happened. I forget. But we got EVPs. It was two spirits having a conversation, and one of them said, "I don't want to tell them anything." And I forget what the other one said. But also that night, I think we brought something home because for the first time ever, they deleted everything on our recorder. So, we had said the St. Michael prayer at the places that we went to. Every time we did EVP sessions, we went to a school where a boy supposedly died, and we went to a park where a boy supposedly died, and there's some other location we went to. And also it's creepy too. At the park that we went to, we saw this girl walking. And she was just standing. She walked and then she just stood out there. And it was pitch black in this park. And there were other people at the park with us. But this girl was just standing there. And we saw like a red light by her. I don't know what that was. It was pretty creepy. So yes, I'm gonna wrap up this video. It's almost 10 minutes. I don't want my videos to go over 10 minutes. I think they can go to 15 now. But I don't want my videos to go over 10 minutes. I'll do a part 2 to this video. Thanks.